Right, so the next step of drawing up the snake pencil box is to do some detailing. So what I'm going to do is, the next most recognisable shape on there is going to be the shape of the snake. So I'm going to draw on the top of this block here the head of the snake. I may just make it more of a simple shape than the one I've got on the original, just for now. And then I'm going to draw out the body, weaving down, a bit of thickness on there. So I've just drawn on the top there what we would recognise as the shape of a snake. Now, this is where the crate comes in useful, because what we're going to do is we're going to project this down, so we're going to actually draw within the shape. So look at how high it is at the front there, and you're going to project this down, so there'll be another line there at the front, because we're looking from this angle. We wouldn't see that bit in behind or any detail there. We would see the front shape of the snake, and again round here we're going to start to see where we've got the same thickness as the front edge where the snake reappears, and again we're going to have a vertical line there at the back, because if it was a curved shape we wouldn't see round the corner. So for instance, if we've got the roll of sellotape here, if we're looking on an angle we can't actually see round the corner there, so the cut-off point becomes where the vertical line would vanish. So we've got our snake shape there. And then down here I'm going to turn these into pots. So what I'm going to do on the top is I'm just going to draw an ellipse on there. The key thing for drawing circles on a cube drawing is for the edge of the circle to touch the centre point of all the sides. Now, so that's touching there, there, there and there, so it touches all the edges in the middle. So what happens with a circle is, as you move it onto an isometric angle, it actually becomes an ellipse. So what you see is, rather than being the full circle, it moves to an ellipse, and that's the exact same thing we're doing down here at the front. So I've got it touching at each of the edges there in the middle, as we've seen with that, and then again we just transfer the lines down at the side for the same depth, transfer the line down, and then we match up this curve at the top at the bottom there. Same happens back here. Drawing the curve on, transfer the lines. That was not quite as neat as the other one, but I just tidy it up. And it's all about sketching at this stage. It's not an exact science, this one, but what it will do is it will help you form shapes in roughly the correct proportion. Now from there, once I've done that, I can then go over this with a pen and I just pick out the details I want to keep. The next video I will start off by rubbing out, well, I'll rub out these lines before the next video, because otherwise you're going to end up watching a video that looks like some sort of shaky hand horror movie scene with the camera wobbling everywhere as I rub the desk. So the next time you look at this, it will have all these lines where the squares are removed, and you will just see the snake, the pots and the base. And then we can actually look at adding some more details in, such as we might consider some pencil holders down here drilled into the base.